Chapter 23, Why the Path of the Eons Was Changed, through the 5-4 lens, and extract its sole fundamental meaning. In this text, Philip asks Jesus why the paths and orbits of the rulers/eons were altered. And Jesus reveals that the cosmic grid was restructured so lower entities could no longer trap and consume spiritual matter, allowing souls to accelerate their purification and return home. The Circuit of Pistis Sophia, Chapter 23, Core Text Excerpt. Jesus answered, and said unto Philip and to all the disciples together, I have changed their path for the salvation of all souls. If I had not changed their path, a host of souls would have been destroyed, and the completion of the number of perfect souls would have been delayed, in order that those who shall be saved might be quickly purified and raised on high. The 5-4 breakdown, esoteric. The Christ/light power recalibrates the planetary and energetic spheres, astrological matrix. By altering the spin and path of the lower archontic rulers, the karmic cycles are shortened, preventing lower astral forces from continuously harvesting human spiritual light, prana/gnosis. Metaphysical, a universal software patch or system-level timeline shift. When an energetic structure becomes too dense or parasitic, Source updates the cosmic code, shifting frequencies to dissolve soul traps and accelerate the return of individual consciousness to baseline light. Spiritual divine mercy intervening in human history to break cycles of bondage. When spiritual darkness reaches an unsustainable peak, Source rearranges circumstances so that sincere seekers are no longer endlessly ensnared by worldly illusion or spiritual deception. Afrocentric, the breaking of the historical middle passage of the mind and spirit. Ancestral intervention reroutes the timelines of systemic oppressors and corrupt rulers, stripping them of their ability to permanently drain and exploit the divine energy, ase, of the diaspora. Western, overturning outdated, predatory, and monopolistic systemic loops. A complete disruption of corrupted institutional powers, altering rules of engagement so humanity can awaken from systemic exploitation. Sole fundamental meaning. When oppressive lower matrices attempt to permanently lock down human consciousness, divine law intervenes to shift the cosmic grid. The paths are altered so your light can no longer be harvested, accelerating your purification, liberation, and return to Source. Where are we steering the circuit next?
What's the Western application of this teaching? How do we apply it for everyday living?
Applying the teaching of Pistis Sophia, Chapter 23, the shifting of paths to break parasitic cycles, to everyday Western living comes down to asterisk reclaiming your time, energy, and attention from systemic traps. In modern Western society, archontic rulers manifest as algorithms, corporate rat races, predatory debt cycles, and constant doom-scrolling systems engineered to keep your mind in a high-stress, low-frequency loop so your focus, your light power, can be harvested for profit. Here is how you apply Chapter 23 to your daily life. Daily Western application of Chapter 23. 1. Disrupt the automated routine, changing your path. The teaching. Jesus changed the fixed orbits of the rulers so they could no longer predict or control the movement of souls. The living practice. Stop running on autopilot. Break the predictable cycles the matrix relies on. Change your morning routine. Put down your phone during target consumption hours and audit where your mental energy goes each day. When you break your predictable habits, advertising and algorithmic manipulation lose their power over you. 2. Close the energy leaks, stopping the harvest. The teaching. Restricting lower entities from draining the light power of spiritual beings. The living practice. Set hard boundaries around outrage culture, toxic workplaces, and parasitic relationships. Every time you get pulled into endless internet debates, rage-bait media, or family drama, your vital energy is harvested. Step back, remain neutral, and keep your energy for your own building and healing. 3. Accelerate your purification, simplification. The teaching. The timeline was shortened, so souls could be quickly purified and elevated. The living practice. Strip away modern bloat. Western living encourages accumulating physical clutter, subscriptions, debt, and shallow obligations. Practice aggressive intentionality. Declutter your home, pay off debt to break financial bondage, and simplify your diet and mental intake. Fast from the excess. 4. Recognize systemic timelines versus divine timing. The teaching. Humanity isn't trapped in a forever loop. Source alters conditions to give you an escape hatch. The living practice. Realize that artificial deadlines, societal pressure to achieve certain status markers by a certain age, are artificial constructs. Operate on source time. Pivot when a path no longer serves your spirit, even if it goes against traditional Western career or social expectations. The Western core takeaway. You don't have to fight the matrix head-on. You simply out-navigate it by changing your frequency, breaking your predictable algorithms and keeping your inner light intact.